Now we stay on that story, and the National Police Service has released the identities of the two officers linked to the shooting of an unarmed civilian during Tuesday's protests. Police constables Klinzi Barasa Masinde and Duncan Kiprono, who were immediately arrested, have since been interdicted. The duo was captured in various videos as they assaulted Boniface Kariuki, who was selling face masks to members of the public during the demonstrations starred by the death of teacher Albert Ojwang, who died in police custody at the Central Police Station. Rosangoi has more details.
Two police officers caught on video assaulting and shooting a street vendor during Tuesday's protest in Nairobi's CBD have been identified. The duo police constables Klinzi Barasa Masinde and Duncan Kiprono were seen confronting 22-year-old Boniface Kariuki, who was hawking face masks, and briefly assaulted him before opening fire and shooting him in the head. The National Police Service has interdicted the two officers, who are now being processed by the homicide team at the DCI headquarters as investigations continue. At the same time, the National Police Service has expressed regret over the incident, which it described as unjustified, while assuring the victim's family that justice will be served. The duo were arrested last night and taken to Capitol Hill Police Station pending arraignment.
We are not saying that our client was involved, but all police officers who were guarding the demonstrators, they had shotguns and rubber bullets. So there is no single police officer who was armed with any live bullet. Witnesses
described the man as unarmed and not a threat, with no provocation to justify the use of deadly force.
He was shot by a rubber bullet, which was close range, occasioning him some other injuries. Always we discourage going to such duties where we have got rioters with what we call live ammunition. We normally have what we call the tear gases and normally the riot gear. Live ammunition, we know where we use them. We are not in active operations.
In the now viral video, Kariuki collapsed instantly, still clutching the bundle of masks he was selling as the officers walked away, faces concealed beneath helmets. Footage captured by our cameraman shows Klinzi Barasa Masinde hopping onto this vehicle after the shooting incident. Barasa and Kiprono are officers attached to Kayole and Kilimani police stations, and they were deployed to deal with protesters who are calling for the resignation of Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat, the main complainant against the late Ojwang. Moi Avenue was the epicenter of the demos. NTV cameraman was able to capture Barasa on various locations as he tried to disperse protesters. Though he tried to conceal his face, several things stood out that made it easy to identify him: the brown boots and jungle green piece of cloth that he used to shield his face. On this street, Barasa was among a group of cops who accosted this man. When he turned and noted that cameras were capturing the action, he shielded his face.
What we are supposed to wear in such occasions for riot, because of the aspect of tear gas, we have what we call respirators, which has got the breathing space and the eyes are more concealed. We discourage the wearing of face masks. We are not supposed to wear them. Other people may go against the briefing. That's why you could see one or two or having those face masks. The majority were abiding by the law. We shall emphasize on the need of having put on the gears as per the need of that operation. That's an assurance.
Kariuki's shooting adds to growing public outrage over what many are calling the escalating impunity by law enforcement in handling peaceful demonstrators and vulnerable citizens. Rosongoi, NTV.